with a moment of silence. All right, thank you. Jack, you want to lead us in the pledge?
I do. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Mr. Thornberry.
Ms. McClanahan's not here yet, but she's on her way, so
She's calling in, isn't she?
she's on her way. She said she can make it. She's gonna be a little late. I told her anything spicy we would hold to her. So hopefully we won't have anything too bad. Okay, moving on to the first agenda item on the public hearing would be the consolidation of Council High School. Are there anybody from the general public that would want to make a comment at this time? Seeing none, we'll move to the second agenda item, which would be the public comment on the budget. Do we have, not the presentation, we'll hold that to the regular meeting. This would be the public comment on the budget. Any public comment on the budget? Seeing none, we'll close public comment on the budget. Is there a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
There's a motion to close the public hearing. Yes.
I need to speak, it's not about the consolidation or the budget, but it's a concerning, I need to be heard about my son in the school.
Okay, ma'am, this is the first part of our thing, public hearing for the consolidation of Council High School.
Well,
Okay,
I can
excuse me, can I finish, please?
Absolutely.
Okay, which we've done. This is public comment on the budget that we're required to do as well. We're closing that, then we will get into our regular meeting,
Okay, thank you.
okay? During our regular meeting, we will make time for you,
Okay, thank you.
okay? So we have a motion by Mr. Looney to adjourn the public hearing.
Motion.
Is there a second by Mr.
Second.
Blankenship? Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes. The public hearing is now closed. Moving on to our regular scheduled meeting. We'll get the agenda up, please. Bear with me. All right. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Buchanan County School Board for March 19th. We'll move on to administration and any recognitions that you have.
Yes.
Okay, so first we'll begin with student recognition from Twin Valley High School. The two students this evening that we're going to recognize is Blake Cooper, all Black Diamond District boys basketball. And Braden White, all Black Diamond District boys basketball. Mr. Stevens or their coach here. I figured we'd do the basketball, then the football, and then science fair.
From Fully.
Let's see, this is, looks like football. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, 3 at the bottom. Jackson Harden, honorable mention all region. Emily Mullins, that was right there. Emily Mullins, second team all region. And Jalen Dotson, honorable region. Honorable mention all region. That should be all the basketball. Mr. Tester, principal with your Hurley kids, you want to come and get a picture? Any coaches for basketball? Come on down. Don't be shy.
They're all our kids, so.
All right, hang on just a second.
Congratulations.
You might as well stay here. Here's the football, and I wrote their names. Okay, at this time, we'll recognize the football boys from Hurley High School. Chase Baker, Black Diamond District Offensive and Defensive Lineman of the Year. Honorable mention, All-State Offensive Line. First team All-Region Offensive Line. Second team All-Region Defensive Line. Honorable mention, Defensive Region All-Purpose. So I thought that was going to be a lot of kids, Chase. I didn't realize all those were yours. Next is Dylan Lester, honorable mention, All-Region running back and kicker. Aiden Baker, honorable mention, All-Region running back and linebacker. Lee Ray Adkins, honorable mention, All-Region defensive back and punt returner. Dylan Stacy, honorable mention, All-Region wide receiver. Come on down. Okay, Zach and Mr. Tester. Football coach, principal here. For next part. Okay, so next, we want to recognize those students that went to the Highlands Regional Science Fair in Radford, Virginia at Radford University. And I just want to take a minute and say how proud our division is of these students, because when they leave Buchanan County at the county level, placing, and go to Radford, they are competing with 17 different counties, all of Region 7, and I think there are 2 other additional counties. So for those students that were recognized and placed, we just want to say how proud we are of you, because you are a future scientist. So kudos and congratulations.
Thanks for participating in the region.
Yes, and thank you to the parents for their support, and of course all of our wonderful teachers in the county. All right, I'll shut up. Emily Lane, Hurley Elementary Middle School, second place, Hydraulics, Best Inventor Award, and National Honor Award. And I think Emily said she won lots of money too.
That's a good thing, there you're getting lots of good prizes, thank you.
Okay, at Twin Valley Elementary Middle School, we have Gracie Byers and Dylan Smith. Second place, Grayson Hart. I think he just got out of the hospital, Miss Sherry. Okay. Twin Valley Elementary Middle School, Jody Keller. Third place, which liquid will freeze the fastest? And Jacelyn Peak, 8th grade at Twin Valley High, second place. Congratulations, girls.
Right here, girls. Thank you.
And that was shoes.
Thank you very much.
For you?
Okay, is that it for the recognitions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the board will hear from Mr. Rife. Mr. Rife?
I'm here to represent the Radford Foundation. We have decided to sponsor the most valuable player of the football team at the new school, like we carry on. Or anything extra, especially gonna put on the trophy we're getting.
I don't think so. I think that would be awesome.
Excuse me, I didn't hear that. What did you say, Mr. Rife? What did you say?
I said we're sponsoring the most valuable player of the football team in the new school too, like we had at Grundy here. So that will back with Smiley since 1951.
Yes, sir. So he's saying they would be honored to be able to continue to
Sir,
serve and do the football player of the year.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
Thank I'll make that motion.
okay, how about a resolution from the
Okay.
board thanking the Smiley Ratliff Foundation for their service to this program? Is that is that?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. McClanahan will make this resolution.
And I will say it because now that foundation has been good to Hurley High School.
They've been good.
And I
And
cannot say that. I know they've been good to Hurley High School, so,
Been good all
yeah,
right.
I'll second that motion.
so this board wants to do a resolution thanking the Smiley Ratliff Foundation for their service to this community and to these kids. We'll have the administration write something up and present it to you guys. We've got a motion on the floor for a resolution, a second. Is there any discussion before we vote?
You know,
Okay, so we have Ms. McClanahan as making the motion. We have Tommy Blankenship and Jack Compton as a second to the motion of the resolution. Any more discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes.
okay, we thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Yes,
Toby.
sir. Okay, how about a Sanska update?
Well, good evening. Hope everyone's had a great day and getting through all this snow.
We're ready for it to end.
So things are still going well at the school. Great big changes inside the school now. Real excited to see all the different things coming together at the school. Progress since our last meeting, and this is probably just a brief description of what we've got accomplished over the last 6 weeks or so. The brick has been completed on the building. The football bleachers are in progress. They've set the structure part for the home side now. The seats will be coming in, and then the structure for the visitor side. Installation of metal panels are pretty much done on the back side, and they are working along the front now. Drywall's being hung and finished in the first and second floor of the A and B wings now. Most of the rest of the building's already been hung, finished, and has primer and first coat of paint on it. Ceramic tile on the first floor of the locker rooms and bathrooms in area A. They are almost done with all the ceramic tile in that area. And then they'll be moving on towards the kitchen and on into A and C and D. Casework installation begun this week in area C and D. Prime paint, first coat, like I said, in area A and B is almost completed. The gym's already got the block fill and one coat of paint on it. And they've already did the drop fall paint on the bar joists and the decking. Kitchen hoods been installed. They're running duct for those now. Window frames and glass are being installed. They're installing lights, fixtures, and grills in the ceilings in C and D, and starting to do it in A and B as well. Upcoming work, continue installation of curb and gutter and sidewalks. They poured some sidewalks yesterday and today as you come into the school. Complete installation of the football field bleachers will be coming up in the next few weeks. Continue installation of windows and frames and glass. Metal siding, it should not be too much longer and it'll be completed. Continue hanging and finishing out the drywall work. Continue installation of casework. We've got a multitude of it to put in, but it'll be continuing. And as soon as that's done, they'll be about ready to drop the ceiling tiles and then put the floors in and put the last coat of paint on in the C&D wings. Continue the ceramic tile installation, as I mentioned earlier, throughout the building. Completing of the kitchen hood duct work, as well as the family consumer science and the culinary duct work. And continue to distribute power throughout the building. And they poured the foundation for the cooling tower today, so that'll be being installed shortly as well. We have a few pictures. This is in the auditorium, looking from the back on the ground level. This is progressing well. We still have to put sound panels and stuff on the wall, wood work in there, and then we'll be ready for the seating and flooring. Here's a view from the sound booth of the auditorium looking down as well. This is a locker room, bathroom, and shower. This is a men's. The tile's been pretty much done in all of these now. Here's a women's bathroom. This is the main bathroom for football games, basketball games, and all. This is only about half of the seats. There's a whole bunch more behind me. So they got plenty of seats. I think it's 19. This is the art room. They still got to hang drywall in there and put ceilings in. This is one of the business classes. You can see the glass is installed in there. Paint on the walls, so it's coming along well. Here's one of the science rooms. This is the science casework that's come in this week, and they're beginning to start setting it in place. This is the welding shop. They are now spraying the deck with the soundproofing, and so that's just starting this week. As soon as that's done, then they will start installing all that ductwork.
Excuse me, could you go back 2 slides?
Yes, sir.
What room is that?
Business lab, like a
The
business classroom.
Okay.
Like I said, they are spraying now in the shops now. I'm glad to see that happening so we can get all the ductwork in place and air lines and all that stuff. This is the sensory room. We have added a bathroom in there. So it's ongoing. They've about got it roughed in and ready to start buttoning it back up. This is the kitchen hood. One of them. There's another one behind that wall in the very back. And we also have the freezer and coolers installed over to the right. This is looking down on the cafeteria from upstairs. And this is a view from the press box of the football field. Any questions or comments? If there's anything y'all want me to bring and show, y'all just let me know. I'll be glad to take pictures or whatever and bring it for the next presentation. Have a little short video. Not much to this one. We did a little short one just to kind of show coming into the school and going to the front entrance. So this is starting at the east entrance, the roundabout. As you see, we are doing sidewalks now up through there. And then we'll take the first turn into the parking lot. As you come in, the right-hand side, that's where the students will park. And the left-hand side here, as she's turning, drone will be where the staff parking is. As you can see, we have a lot of workers, somewhere around 200 or more days now. Anyway, but if there's something y'all would like to see, let me know, and I can put it in the presentation next month. Any questions or comments? If not, y'all have a great evening.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you, sir. All right, now we'll have presentation of the superintendent's budget.
So this is the superintendent's budget for the 26-27 school year. This is our Board of Supervisors. This is our school board members. This is our executive leadership team that works here in the central office. The 27 budget direction is to present a budget with emphasis on the school board priority to support the whole child. We are to present a balanced budget, assuming that the county, the state, and we get the money from the federal government to supply and the revenue for this budget. This is our revenue streams. Of course, it's the state revenue, the federal revenue, local revenue, and then we have other revenue from other interest and from tuition rebates and so forth throughout the school year. Our expenses are your personal and fringe expenses, purchase services, utilities, communication, insurance, materials and supplies, your travel, training, continuing education, leases and rentals, capital outlay, BPSA technology grants. Sorry, I missed a slide. This is our Code of Virginia that states that we have to have this budget done by April the 1st and give it to our Board of Supervisors, to the county. This states that if we do not have that budget to them, then they can do a budget for us. Ms. Fletcher.
Okay. Good evening, members of the school board and members of the community. Tonight, the proposed 2026-27 school budget will be presented. The budget reflects our continued commitment to providing the best possible education for our students while being responsible stewards of the public funds. As your superintendent, it is an honor to present our financial vision for the 2026-27 academic year. This budget was developed with a focus on our core priorities. That's supporting our student learning, maintaining a safe and effective school facilities, and ensuring that we can recruit and retain quality teachers and staff. And as many divisions, we all experience an increase in costs in these areas, but with this increase requires thoughtful planning so we can maintain the high levels of service for our students and families. And none of this is possible without the steadfast partnership of our local leaders. We extend our deepest gratitude to the Buchanan County Board of Supervisors for their continued commitment in our school system, reflected with their vital contributing of $8 million in local funds. State funds are 29.1. Federal and state grants are 6.4. Food services is 2.4, and textbooks 440,000 in textbooks. As careful stewards of our public's trust, we do not take a single dollar of this funding lightly. We work diligently to ensure that the budget is lean where it needs to be, but yet incredibly robust in the areas that directly impact student success.
So as we look toward the 2026-27 school year, we're focusing on our resources on the 4 strategic pillars, and that's empowering academic excellence. We're pushing beyond the status quo to ensure our classrooms remain dynamic environments. The budget protects and expands our high-quality curriculum, modernized classroom technology, and funds innovative programs designed to meet the unique talents and interests of every student, preparing them for the ever-evolving world. We support our educators. A school is only as strong as the people leading it. So we want to attract and retain the best talent in Buchanan County. This budget prioritizes highly competitive salary and benefit packages alongside robust professional development. We want our teachers and staff to feel valued, supported, and equipped to do what they do best. We want to continue to address mental health and the well-being of our students. We recognize that a child cannot learn if they are struggling emotionally. This proposal ensures we maintain and expand the vital social, emotional, and mental health support services our students increasingly need to strive both inside and outside the classroom. We want to uphold trust and effectiveness. We are committed to maximizing the impact of our resources while ensuring long-term financial health. We remain strictly aligned with the Virginia Department of Standards of Quality and the Standards of Accreditation. We want to make strategic decisions today that will safeguard our students' future for tomorrow. While we continue to navigate the economic realities of our time, our commitment to absolute transparency remains unwavering. But a budget is only part of the equation. The true magic happens when our community comes together. So I want to issue a special invitation to our parents and families. I want to encourage you to stay deeply involved, communicate with their teachers, and participate actively in your child's learning environment. When families and schools operate as a united front, there's no limit to what our students can achieve. So I want to thank you, board, our educators, and our community for your unwavering dedication to Buchanan County Public Schools. Together, we are building a foundation of excellence, and I am incredibly optimistic about the year ahead, and I look forward to all that we will accomplish together. Thank you.
Our budget summary is that Virginia Public Schools are financed through a combination of state, local, and federal funds. The private sector also contributes through partnerships with schools and school divisions. The distribution of the state funds for public education is the responsibility of the General Assembly through the Appropriations Act. The general fund appropriations serve as a mainstay of state support for the Commonwealth's public schools, augmented by the retail sales and use tax revenues, state lottery proceeds, and other resources. Counties, cities, and towns comprising school divisions also support public education by providing the locality's share to maintain an educational program meeting the Commonwealth standards of quality. While public education is primarily a state and local responsibility, the federal government provides assistance to state and local education agencies in support of specific federal initiatives and mandates. Governor Youngkin presented his amended 26-28 biennium budget on Wednesday, December the 17th of 2025. It is important to remember that the information provided in the governor's proposed budget for fiscal year 27 can change and probably will. The introduced budget was considered at the 26th General Assembly session, which convened on January the 14th of 2026. The biennial budget covers fiscal years 27 and 28. The introduced budget bill containing the governor's budget recommendations is House Bill 30 and Senate Bill 30. Any actions that require action by the General Assembly will be reviewed at the convened session scheduled for April the 22nd, 2026. Among the key recommendations in Governor Youngkin's proposed 26-28 budget impacting public education fundings include: the introduced budget includes updates to enrollment projections subsequent to the re-benchmarking presented to the Board of Education based on actual September 30th, 2025 fall membership as reported by the school divisions at the fall student records collection. The updated statewide projections of March the 31st, average daily membership representing 2.6% and 2.76% reductions in the ADM projections compared to the 26th projection is in Chapter 725 respectively. These updates reduce state payments to school divisions in 27 and 28. The introduced budget includes the state's share of costs for additional technical updates related to the re-benchmarking process that were completed subsequent to the presentation of the Board of Education in December of 25. These technical adjustments include updates to factors such as, but not limited to, inflation adjustments, CTE enrollment data, SOL test failure rate data, and caseloads for lottery, incentive, and categorical programs. These adjustments reflect the cost of continuing current programs with required data updates used in the funding formulas and do not reflect any changes in policy. These updates increase the state's share for 27 and 28. The 26-28 composite index of local ability to pay was recalculated using the 23 base year data provided by the Department of Taxation for adjusted gross income, taxable retail sales, and the true value of real property. The estimates of local population for the 23 are provided by the Weldon Cooper Center for Public Service and the March 31, 2024 average daily membership. That is based on the reported by the school divisions to the DOE. Updating direct aid accounts based on the recalculated 26-28 LCI decreases the state share of aid funding. Total lottery proceeds are projected to decrease in 27-28 compared to the 26 lottery estimate. The total projected lottery amounts in 27-28 are being used to fund the state share of the cost of various programs, such as the infrastructure and operations per pupil fund, early reading intervention, K-3 primary class size reduction, special education, regional tuition, SOL algebra readiness, and part of the at-risk add-on. The governor's amendments reflect the updated Weldon Cooper Center age population estimates used to distribute the state sales tax revenue. This action results in a decrease in the general fund appropriations for basic aid in fiscal years 27 and 28. The funding impact on school division varies depending on whether schools division's LCI increased or decreased compared to the 24-26 LCI value. Buchanan County's LCI was increased in the governor's budget and also in the House and Senate budgets. The introduced budget reflects the most recent estimates of sales tax revenue dedicated to public education in 27 and 28. The revised sales tax estimate includes both the 1% portion and the 1/8% portion that are appropriated for school divisions based on school-age population. The revised sales tax estimates are higher for 27 and 28. The introduced budget proposes decreases to employer contribution rates for instructional retirement benefits in 26 and 28 to 12.20% for the 27 and 28. The actual non-professional rate charged to school divisions by VRS will vary by school divisions. For the retiree health credit, the rates proposed for 26-28 reflect a decrease from 26 to 27-28 from 1.21% to 0.88%. The introduced budget funds every slot for the Virginia Preschool Initiative used in 26 and reflects incremental growth in VPI slots for the 27 and 28 based on historical growth. The proposed budget also reflects a higher amount per pupil based on re-benchmarking. School divisions will be paid based on actual slots filled during 27 and 28 and based on the availability of state funding. The governor's amended budget includes updated supplemental education assistance program in 27 and 28. The budget proposes state funding to address early childhood preschool teacher and early childhood special education teacher shortages. The introduced budget proposes state funding for a 2% salary increase for 27 and 28. The state funding is calculated for funded SOQ instructional and support positions. Remember, these are preliminary numbers that can and probably will change. State projections for our average daily membership for fiscal year 27 are lower than last year. The state is projecting an ADM of 2,122.45 students, and we have based our budget on those projections. This is a summary of our sources of revenue, what we're going to receive in 26 and 27 for the school year 26-27, with our local composite index of 2.718 and a projected average daily membership of 2,122.45 students. The local composite index is higher for 26-27, which means that the state will contribute less to Buchanan County schools than it did last year. Governor Youngkin's allocation totals for fiscal year 27 equals $29,154,463, which is an increase of $1,826,999 from the previous year. The increase is due to the proposed changes in the governor's budget. As you see, the state and then the county is 8.1 is what we're asking our county to help us out with our budget. Our federal and state grants are 4.6 million. And then textbooks, food service, other, and then we have our donations for Fund 6 and 8, which is the athletic fund and our scholarship fund. As you see, this shows you the state contributes 65%, the county is 18%, the federal is 9%, the textbooks is only 1%, other is 1%, and food service is 6%. This is our expenditures. As you see, the largest amount is instruction, and then you have transportation, operations management, all fall in line, and then food service, for a total budget of $45,221,649. This does not include the school construction amounts. As you see here, the instruction is 54%, food service is 6%, state and federal is 12%, technology is 4%, maintenance is 11%, transportation is 6%, administration is 2%, health and attendance is 3%. Our debt service is 1%, and our ERIP continues to go down, and I think will end in 2027. This is budget information about our schools. As you see, Council Elementary, 192 students at 3.3. Riverview at 685 students, 7.6. Hurley Middle, 273 students at 4.3. Twin Valley Elementary, 225 students at 3.6. We now, in this budget, Council High School, Twin Valley, Grundy, and Hurley have no amounts because it all goes to Southern Gap, which is $9.3 million. Our Technology and Higher Learning Center is 2.6. This data is for the membership is of February the 28th, and it's based on the ADL. Excuse me. On a statewide basis, the revised ADM projections of the governor's budget are lower in fiscal year 27 than in 26. The composite index for 27 and 28 is higher than 26 in the governor's budget and the House and the Senate proposed budgets. Basic aid payments have been adjusted to reflect the increased state share of costs, the rates for the Virginia retirement system, which decreased, the professional employees' retirement, the health care also decreased, the local disability rate stayed the same at 48%. The classified rate increased to 39.67% for Buchanan County Public Schools. The local disability rate is at 0.79%. For classified, and the retirement rate is for health credit is 2.35%. The group life insurance for both of them are 1.06%. Governor Youngkin's proposed budget did include an average salary increase for fiscal year 27 at 2% and for 28 also. This year's budget was based primarily on Governor Youngkin's budget because the House and Senate have not passed a budget with a breakdown of funding. As we have learned in the past, this budget may and probably will change when the final budget is passed and signed by the new governor. This just shows you our salaries, our health insurance at 18%, the VRS is 9%, our FICA is 4%, and of course our workers' comp. Oh, sorry, I went too far. This budget included a 3% plus one step for the salary increase with an average of 4%. We also put in a 10% increase on our health insurance. That's what I was given. We don't have any exact numbers on that, but we kept our employees' portion at 5%. The school construction in this budget is $50 million, and this is from the Army Corps. So that gives you a total of $95,221,649. I received this today, and I thought this was some interesting information about how that the Weldon Cooper has put our enrollments, and as you see, they are going down. Even this one in the 26-27 is less than what we have the budget done on, and each year it continues to decrease till 2030-31 is 1,918 students. I hope we do not decrease that fast or that much. Is there any questions about the budget? I know I kind of tried to hit just a lot of the high spots on it and not read everything.
Okay, do we have any questions of the superintendent or the finance director for the budget being put before the board? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve this budget?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Looney, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Compton. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. Ms. Cox, who's next? Who's
Ray.
Mr. Blankenship? Mr. Ray Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Looney?
Yes.
Mr. Compton?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. McClanahan?
Yes.
Mr. Tommy Blankenship?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Motion passes. All right, now we're to public comment. Do we have anybody in the gallery that would like to speak to the board? Okay, come forward, state your name.
Dr. Norman?
Okay.
Does this need to be closed session?
Should this be in closed session?
We just have to take care,
I think
And with
it's
these,
about a student.
I know, but I have emailed each and every one of you requesting to be spoke to. No one has done it. I've requested Ms. Fletcher to come before the board, and I was told I cannot. This is not just about my student. I have emails. This is just not about my student. This is about the district in a whole, my son. And Mr. Chairman, thank you.
does this,
She said she did.
Man,
Okay.
I never got
responded
an email.
back.
I never got an email.
I didn't
Well,
get
one wasn't
it.
returned, but I'll check for yours.
So,
My son, you guys were just talking about attendance, was denied. He should have been.
time out. Let's set some parameters,
Okay,
okay?
absolutely.
You're certainly more than welcome to speak
Thank
in
you.
the open public, okay? If you move from a generalization, okay,
Okay,
to specifics
I'm very specific.
about a student or anything like that, then it'll have to be the will of the board. If the board wants this in closed session, then it'll have to be in closed session.
Okay, well, I gave a summary to every member of the board, or I asked for one to be passed out.
Excuse me, what did you say you give every member of the board?
A summary
Yeah,
of
okay.
my
Okay,
summary.
okay.
Just,
my
today,
son's summary.
But you said something about an email that you sent something.
Well, I've also emailed every one of the board,
Okay.
and I've also requested FOIA requests that have came back
Okay, okay.
incomplete.
Okay, ma'am, not to interrupt you, because we're going to give you your chance, your
Okay,
opportunity to speak, okay? We're a public body, and we're going to do that,
Thank you.
okay?
that's all I'm asking.
However, we do have a request from one of the members of the board.
Okay,
Mr. Thompson has requested we go into closed session,
okay.
okay? So I've got that in the form of a motion, okay?
Second.
Is there a second by Mr. Looney? There is a second by Mr. Looney. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. Mr. Ray Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Looney?
Yes.
Mr. McClanahan?
Yes.
Mr. Compton? Okay, all
I
right,
can understand how you got that mixed up.
all right. Mr. Thompson? Ms. McClanahan?
I can see, David.
Miss
Okay.
McClanahan
Ms.
is a yes.
McClanahan? Mr. Tommy Blankenship?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
Mr. Chairman, should we just go ahead and make this motion to include everything, the personnel and legal advice that we need in cllosed session?
Certainly.
I'll make that motion.
It's gonna be.
So we got it all.
Right, yes, it's stated for that motion, yes. Okay, is everybody okay with that? Do you want to vote again?
No.
Okay, okay, this body's now in closed session. Okay. session. We need a motion to come out of closed session and a motion to certify closed session. Will somebody make that motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Compton, seconded by Mr. Thompson. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. Mr. Ray Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Looney?
Yes.
Mr. Compton?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. McClanahan?
Yes.
Mr. Tommy Blankenship?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Motion passes. Before we go on to our next item, we want to thank Ms. McGeorge for filling in for Mr. Street, who's out. You're with the Street Law Firm?
I am.
Okay. And there again, she's our legal counsel for today, and we certainly want to thank her for her attendance. Minutes. We'll move on to the next agenda item. Has every board member had an opportunity to review the minutes? Any errors or omissions, corrections to the minutes?
I make a motion we adopt.
I have a motion by Mr. Tommy Blankenship to adopt the minutes,
I'll second.
seconded by Ms. McClanahan. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes. On to approval of the payables. Is there a motion to approve the payables being put forth by the administration?
I'll make
By Mr. Ray Blankenship. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Compton. Any discussion before we vote?
Ms. Easter, we got many payer bills?
Might not have tonight. Well, I couldn't pick up.
Cooper ain't been up there to you yet, has
First thing, buddy.
he? Oh, Lord.
Mark Cooper keeps coming here. Well,
He just spends it like it's nothing. I mean, he just blurts some numbers out.
I hope College Joe handles the pocketbook.
All right, any further discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. Mr. Ray Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Looney?
Yes.
Mr. Compton?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson? Ms. McClanahan?
Yes.
Mr. Tommy Blankenship?
Yes, with the exception of Southern Gap.
And I'm a yes. We have other items related to the new school. We have Sanska. Curtis has some items that he would like for the board to address. We have the ratifying of a revised amount, a purchase order for the wall pads of the wrestling room of $16,000 and change. We had a ratifying of an approval from the board of TerraTech for one design for the ENSC and the SWM for the tech center. Let's deal with the two ratifications first. Is there a motion to approve the ratification?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Compton. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Looney. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Looney?
Yes.
Mr. Compton?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. McClanahan?
Yes.
Mr. Tommy Blankenship?
No.
And I'm a yes. Motion passes. We have a request for approval of purchase order to an Eddie Edwards sign for just under $5,000 for the building dedication plaque. Everybody has that at their desk.
Motion to approve.
Okay, I've got a motion to approve. Is there a second? The only thing that I
Where's
noticed,
that at?
Have you got
The
that right?
black.
That thing.
Oh, that.
the only thing that I see is Angie. Did you want Angela or Angie? That's the only thing that I noticed.
There you go.
We gotta improve this sign.
Okay, I've got a motion to approve. Second up by Ms. Tommy Blankenship. Any
No, wait,
discussion?
excuse me, what'd you say? I didn't make a motion.
Oh, no.
I made a motion.
Brian made a motion. You nodded your head yes, and you
No, I
know,
was looking at this sign.
I'm an auctioneer. I'll take anything. Seconded by Mr.
Yeah, I
Compton.
don't need no my name on
So
it.
the only thing that I saw was, Angie, how do you want your name on this?
Can I let Sherry know
Certainly.
after?
Certainly. Okay.
I got it.
So, the motion is to approve. Curtis knows he needs just to follow up with, Angie on her
My
first name. Okay. Any discussion before we vote? I've already, shown, Tim Hess, and the supervisors are all okay. Okay, so any discussion before we vote? Any further discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign.
No.
Motion passes. Approval of a purchase order for Southwest Drilling in the amount of $7,350 for the closure of 2 wells at Hurley High School. Approval of a purchase order to Envision Collaborative for moving boxes, just under $21,000. Approval of change order number 14 to the branch builds contract in the amount of a credit of just under $200,000. Is there a motion to approve those 3 items?
Motion.
There's a motion by Mr. Compton. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Ms. McClanahan. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. Mr. Ray Blankenship.
No.
Mr. Looney.
Yes.
Mr. Compton.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Ms. McClanahan.
Yes.
Mr. Tommy Blankenship.
No.
And I'm a yes. Motion passes. There's also a request for an approval for the division superintendent to execute change orders for the next 180 days relative to the Southern Gap High School project in the amount of $100,000 and less, with the provision that extend for 190 days so that they can help close out the project, with a notification to the board members within 48 hours of her executing any documents. Also provided that the funds are within the budget. Okay, so just for clarification, it's contract, change orders, purchase orders, any one of those 3. It's relative to the Southern Gap High School, and it's really more of a time is of the essence. We're down to 152, 153 days.
But who's counting?
And we're just trying to close it out in an expeditious manner. Is there a motion to approve that request?
Motion.
I'll
By-
second.
By Mr. Compton, seconded by Ms. McClanahan. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. Mr. Ray Blankenship.
Yes.
Mr. Looney.
Yes.
Mr. Compton.
Yes.
Mr. Thompson. Ms. McClanahan.
Yes.
Mr. Tommy Blankenship.
No.
And I'm a yes. Okay. Dealing with surplus items. Every member should, Angie, do you have that? Also, you have that? Got a copy of our policy. The board also needs to deal with surplus items coming out of the high schools that will be closing. We have a policy that establishes that. The policy allows for a formal authorization for negotiated sale of various items. So we need to form a committee to negotiate with various parties on a negotiated settlement that will present that to the full board for approval. I'll appoint Jack and Brian. Any opposition?
Can we add Mark?
Mark can be
You're gonna be there,
administration.
right? Okay.
Every board committee is, the superintendent works with every single committee. As on the administration side,
I
she
just
can
want
always,
him included too.
she can always add Mark in as part of her, as part of her team. Okay? All right, the next thing was, we will also have items that will be probably not moved up to the new school, that the principals will have to deal with. Ms. Fletcher, how's the administration dealing with that?
We will have an auction, like I said, surplus auction, and each school will be given receipt books for any items that is sold, and they will be bid, it'll be on a bid service and then the lowest bid afterwards. And there will also be a separate receipt book given for cafeteria, because that is federal funds with the cafeteria.
Okay.
What?
Highest bidder.
Highest bid.
Okay, so you've got a meeting with the principals coming up, letting them know of all that?
Yes, sir. I'm going to
Okay.
have a meeting on Monday and give them the policy and discuss. We will have 3 Saturdays that they will operate these auctions that, you know, the public, we will have to advertise it.
Okay.
And the public will be able to come in, and then the items will be available and must be picked up by June the 15th. After school is over, like June the 1st through June the 15th.
Okay, so we'll set the 3 Saturdays to be the last Saturday in April, which would be the 25th, May 2nd, or May the 9th. Any one of those they can choose,
Okay?
okay?
Yes, sir.
And then the provision will be the items will be sold, however, they need to leave. If they're being used through the end of school, they should stay.
Yes.
But if not, they can be taken. But if they need to be, then the person will have from the last day of school, the next day after that, till June 15th to clear it off the property.
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes.
Any member have any questions or comments? Okay, does that cover that? Okay, we dealt with, we had the public hearing. Do we want a motion to reaffirm consolidation now that we've
I'll
had
make
an
the-
opportunity to have the public hearing? So
I
there's-
make the formal motion, now that the public hearing is concluded, to consolidate council to Southern Gap starting in August.
So we have a reaffirmation of, to reaffirm the consolidation. So there's a motion to consolidate Council High School into the new Southern Gap High School. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Compton. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. Mr. Ray Blankenship?
No.
Mr. Compton?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
No.
Ms. McClanahan?
Yes.
Mr. Looney?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. So motion passes.
Do I get to vote?
Oh, Mr. Blankenship?
No. Now I know how you feel about Hurley.
I just figured as a given, sorry. Okay, anything else relative to the new school?
I'd like to make the motion to accept the coaching proposal that Mr. Cooper presented to us with the new stipends and the addition of a fishing coach at a stipend of $2,100.
Okay, we've got a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
I'll say.
Seconded by Mr. Tommy Blankenship and Ms. McClanahan?
No, I
Oh,
didn't second.
okay.
it.
Okay,
Ray and
okay, I gotta turn my hearing aid on.
On this here, that, what we got here from Mark, did they not say we were saving $27,000?
No, they said we're saving $5.
Fine.
It's
okay.
a net savings.
Okay, net,
Yeah.
okay.
That's if we fill all the positions, because some schools,
Right.
you know, we had them down, but we never did fill them.
That's if every position is filled.
Yeah.
We still have a savings of $5,000.
And that's an addition of a new program of the fishing
Fishing.
program, so, and still we'll be able to save $5,000 on the coaching across the board, which
Now, the fishing program, the Virginia High School League's getting ready to incorporate it as a sport.
Yes.
Okay.
And that may be as early as next August.
Yes. And we need to recognize a couple of ours, just they
We've
placed
had some
real,
fishing this weekend.
on another team
I
at,
think that's next month.
okay, at Ridgeview they had
Yes.
went with, all right.
Yes.
So you're bringing in some people to tell us more about our fishing.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Stevens will be here
Next month. Okay.
next month.
Okay, so we've got yes, ma'am?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you was doing motion. I had a contract and agreement. I needed
Okay,
to-
okay, so we've got a motion by Mr. Looney to approve the coaching stipends for the next year that's been disseminated by the administration with the addition, seconded by Ms. McClanahan. Any further discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. Mr. Ray Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Looney?
yes.
Mr. Compton?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. McClanahan?
Yes.
Mr. Blankenship?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Motion passes. All right, everybody else check your notes. Okay, okay, you had,
Curtis,
okay,
About point broadband.
okay,
Oh.
It is. I didn't know if that was.
okay,
That's what I have. This is
All right.
we need the board to approve the contract with Point Broadband, and Mr. Yates has taken care of that. Mr. Yates, did you follow all guidelines and procurement?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, you, and the bid, you followed all the bid regulations.
Okay, and so the administration just put forward the bid for Point Broadband for the
Contract,
communication for the new school?
yes,
Okay.
Yes.
yes.
That's new school in the entire district.
Oh, and the entire district, okay,
Yes.
for the entire district. Okay?
This-
There's a request from the administration to approve this. Is there a motion?
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion.
Ms. McClanahan will make the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Compton. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. Mr. Ray Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Looney?
Yes.
Mr. Compton?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. McClanahan?
Yes.
Mr. Tommy Blankenship?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Motion passes.
The second one I have is an agreement with our trademark. There was a lot of paperwork and process where it's Southern Gap because of the Gap, and that has all been solved now, so we need to approve the agreement for our trademark and to get this signed
Okay?
for the Gap.
So there's a request from the administration to approve this. Okay, is there a motion to approve it?
Has Lee, well,
Is that?
It's all, yes, this is the one pending final
Legal review.
legal review.
Okay, so we have a request from the administration to approve the trademark document, related document,
I'll make a motion.
provided final legal review.
Yes.
Motion is by Ms. McClanahan. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Looney. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All of those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Does the administration have anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. Checking my notes. Okay, enrollment update.
We gained a student this month. We have a total enrollment of 2,167 students at the end of February. That's an
Okay.
increase of one student.
Ratifying a student transfer.
Yes, you have that in your packet.
Motion to ratify the transfer.
Is made by Mr. Compton,
I'll second.
seconded by Ms. McClanahan. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes. We've already dealt with TerraTech
Okay.
and the wrestling mats.
Yes.
Policy update, first reading. The administration is requesting the following policies that we've got listed on here be approved as amended. Is there a motion to approve it?
A motion to approve the new policy updates.
There's
First
a,
reading.
there's a motion by Mr. Compton. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Ray Blankenship. Any discussion before we vote? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Substitute volunteer and coaches.
Motion to approve them.
Okay, a motion by Mr. Ray Blankenship. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Tommy Blankenship. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote on the substitute volunteers and coaches being put forth for approval by the administration. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Transportation, do we have a report from the Transportation Committee or the Transportation Director?
Yes.
We met this week, discussed the routes for the next year with the new school opening. It's a preliminary plan. You know, we're still looking at placements of personnel, so it's not finalized yet. but it's, trying to do as much as we can without disrupting current routes.
Excellent. Does anybody have any questions of the transportation director? Seeing none, we'll move on. Mr. Cooper, Southern Gap High School, do you have anything?
No, sir.
Okay. Last day of school projection, or setting the last day of school.
Setting the last day of school. The
Okay.
Virginia Department of Education requires each division to provide 180 instructional days or 990 clock hours for the school year. And in order for Buchanan County Public Schools to meet this required 990 clock hours, the final day of school for the 25-26 school year will need to be Friday, May the 22nd, 2026. This is 2 days more than what has been on the proposed calendar. And
Pretty
we
good.
need
That's
to-
pretty
yes.
good with what we missed.
Yes, it is. We
Okay.
still have 2 hours that we will need to look at, but I would like to wait until next month because we hope we don't have any more bad weather, but we do not know what the rest of March and April could give us. But we will have 2 hours that we will have to make up some way.
Okay.
Yes.
Graduation dates.
That is on the calendar. Thursday, May the 14th, Grundy High School will hold graduation at 6 o'clock. Hurley High School will be at 8 o'clock. That's Thursday, May the 14th. Friday, May the 15th, will be Council High School at 6 o'clock and Twin Valley High School at 8 o'clock.
Okay. Any discussion, any changes?
I'll
Okay.
make that motion.
I got a motion by Ms. McClanahan to approve what's being presented by the administration for graduation dates. Is there a second by Mr. Thompson? Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Request for approval to attend the Jobs for America Graduates National Conference.
Yes, they had sent that up to get approval for the students to go. That will be, they will be going to
Utah.
Salt Lake City, Utah, from Wednesday, April the 29th through Saturday, May the 2nd.
Okay, is there a
Yes, it's a
motion to
great
approve this
opportunity.
request?
I'll make a motion.
Ms. McClanahan, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Ray Blankenship. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Next agenda item is the Educational Technology Plan from 2026 through 2029. Is this a plan being put forth by the administration?
Yes, sir.
Is there a motion to approve this plan?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Tommy Blankenship,
Second.
second by Mr. Ray Blankenship. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Calendar for the next school year of 2026, 2027.
Yes, you would have that in your packet, and we are stating that the 2026-27 school year would officially begin on August the 21st, 2026.
So basically, we're pushing it back 1 week because of
Yes.
consolidation to give
Yes,
everything another week to be able to get everything in and done.
yes, with Southern Gap to get the anticipated occupancy of August the 14th, correct? Yes.
So first day of school, August 21st.
August the 21st, the teachers would work 18th, 19th, and 20th, and we have 90 days in each semester, and still will, the last day of school would be May the 26th.
Okay, is there a motion to approve this calendar?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Looney, is there a second?
I'll second.
Ms. McClanahan, any discussion before we vote? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Summer school,
I have-
setting summer school June 1st to June 19th.
Yes,
The administration is requesting the board approve their request of summer school between June 1st to June 19th. Is there a motion to approve that request?
Yes.
By Mr. Tommy Blankenship,
Second.
seconded by Mr. Ray Blankenship. Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those
Aye.
opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Summer school pay rate.
Pay rate, we have down, our summer school is, the funds have been decreased, so I'm asking for teachers to be paid $150 daily, and for bus drivers and classified people, cooks and paraprofessionals, $70 a day.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the request of the administration?
I'll make a motion.
Ms. McClanahan? Is there a second?
Second.
Second of Mr. Ray Blankenship. Any discussion before we vote?
Excuse me. Sherry, did you say it was a decrease?
Oh, yes, the state, and it keeps going
The
down.
state didn't want?
Our decrease, our summer school this year is like $144,000 that we will be
Okay,
receiving from the
okay.
state. And that's,
COVID's gone.
yes, it is. So, and the teachers, they were paid $200 last year, but we will have to take it down to $150. And each year, the state is decreasing our summer school money that we will be receiving.
Any further discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. Mr. Ray Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Looney?
Yes.
Mr. Compton?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. McClanahan?
Yes.
Mr. Tommy Blankenship?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. Motion passes. Any personnel recommendations
Yes,
from the
sir, we have
administration?
one. I'm asking for Savannah Boyd for behavior interventionist specialist, and this would be a placement at Riverview.
Okay, there's a motion from, there's a request from the administration for a hire. Is there a motion to approve the request?
I'll make the motion.
Mr. Ray Blankenship, is there a second?
I'll second.
Ms. McClanahan, any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. Motion passes.
I've got something on personnel.
Okay?
I want to extend Miss Fletcher's contract. It's coming up in a few months. And I'm gonna make a motion to extend it 3 years, another 3 years.
Okay, so
Second.
we've got a motion by Mr. Ray Blankenship to extend Ms. Fletcher's contract for 3 years, add an addendum to the current contract with the same terms and conditions of the same contract, just with the addendum of the extension of the term. I've got a second by Mr. Looney. Any discussion before we vote? Each board member, the Personnel Committee has met with Ms. Fletcher. They reviewed the evaluations that each board member had an opportunity to complete. All seemed extremely positive from the Personnel Committee side that was addressed. Any further discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. Mr. Ray Blankenship?
Yes.
Mr. Looney?
Yes.
Mr. Compton?
Yes.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Ms. McClanahan?
Yes.
Mr. Tommy Blankenship?
Yes.
And I'm a yes.
Thank you very much, and I look forward to working the next 3 years.
Thank you for all you do.
Okay, is there
You're a good group to work
any
with.
other item that we may or may not have missed that the board needs to address before we look at the calendar of next month's meeting? Okay. Next month meeting, any Wednesday, the 15th, tax day?
Tax day.
Okay. Next year, we need to remember March, not do it on March Madness Day.
I will be out of town that
Okay,
22nd.
22nd?
I can't 22nd or 23rd.
How about the 8th?
I
Yeah.
can't the 8th.
29th, is that too long?
16th?
You do the 8th?
Too far out. I
out
can't
that
do
week.
it.
Oh, you're out that whole week.
Yes.
21st?
The 9th? Angie, can you do the 9th?
I'm out of town on the 9th.
The 7th?
I'm out that whole week.
Yeah.
Oh, the 21st?
21st?
Right now, I can do 21st, but if something changes, I may have to call in.
can't do it 21st.
Oh, okay. 23rd?
No, I can't do 23rd.
What about the 29th? Is
Okay,
that too far out?
29th?
29th, can everybody do the
29th.
29th?
29th. That's good.
29th?
You were gonna have the meeting.
Yeah, we'll just do it.
Okay, we don't have any,
The 29th
That's
is
right. He's
is
doing
that
it
the
early.
art thing?
Yes, that
Region?
is, you'll be gone to that.
You'll be gone too.
Yes.
Okay, how about the first?
April Fool.
How about the first?
I cannot get any financial reports done by.
That's okay. How about the first?
Very fine.
First.
I mean, you've been on the job for years, you just defer to the next month. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Is it 29th or 28th that,
I want to think
Okay.
it's a.
Okay. Is the first good?
Oh,
Do I
wait,
go
she's
there
looking,
looking at
she's
it?
looking on that.
Okay.
it's a Tuesday, I think, isn't it? 29th's a
Do
Wednesday.
you remember, Karen?
29th.
It's on my calendar if you want me to.
Art won't be until, right after spring break on that Monday.
What?
The art will be.
Oh, that's right. You won't have the art to judge.
Oh, yeah, it's.
Okay, well, it's not a, that's not a high priority.
No,
We can ask any member who wants to judge to come by the central office to judge.
but that's. you
On their
got
own
one
schedule.
on my
Yeah, I
calendar.
think it's the
Okay.
28th is
I want to
the,
think it's the
meeting.
20th. Look, I have it on my calendar in here.
Okay,
you back?
Meet on Saturday.
And my leg.
okay,
So you
okay.
This is quite a sweeping all night.
What'd you say, Tom?
I didn't say nothing. That's Angela.
It's the 29th, so we're back to the first,
What
28th?
about the 30th?
or the 28th, for the 30th, yeah.
Can we do the first?
I won't be here.
I can.
Okay,
I can do the first. It is spring, I mean, there's Easter break. I can do the first.
okay, we'll
do
find
the
a substitute. Okay, is the first okay?
You won't.
I'm good with it.
That's just one week in school. You won't have. I won't have much, but.
I mean, that's okay.
Boy, this is a
Okay.
hard decision here tonight.
Either that or wait to the,
The
end.
30th, 28th.
27?
Time.
Do what?
First,
27th?
I think
No?
it'd be in.
30th. I can do
First?
30th.
Okay, let's go with the first.
All right.
April 1st.
April the first.
April 1st.
April 1st.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Motion by Mr. Tommy Blankenship to adjourn. Is there a second by Mr. Thompson? Any discussion before we vote? Seeing none, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, like sign. This body's now adjourned.
Appreciate it.